E.N.D here. Today is the release of Commander 2019 decks. That means that you can go buy and have fun playing with these decks. But today we're not going to talk about Commander 2019. We talked a lot about these decks. I gave you also my review, my honest review, and which is the best deck in my opinion. Today I want to discuss this particular card. This particular card IXIDOR Reality Sculptor 3 and 2 blue from the set of Onslaught. It's a very old set. We're talking 2002. This particular card is a creature wizard. Face down creatures get +1/+1, 2 and 1 blue, 10 target face down creature face up. It's a 3/4. Why we're going to talk about this card? This particular card is spiking in price in the last couple of weeks. Yes, you heard me well. This card spiked in price. Why it spiked in price? The reason is because of Commander 2019. Commander 2019 and especially one particular deck. And we're talking about Faceless Menace. Faceless Menace, where we have Kadena Slinking Sorcerer as our commander. This particular deck is a deck that its main mechanic rotates around Morph. Morph means face down creatures. That's why IXIDOR Reality Sculptor is spiking in price, because when you have this type of commander decks that have this type of mechanic rotating around this particular mechanic, this particular ability about Morph and Megamorph, that means that you need cards that perfectly fit to that commander deck. These commander decks are a starter for commander. You can add and change any card you want, and that means that players out there will search for these type of cards to add them in their commander decks. Let's have a look why I'm saying this card spiked. This card, let's see the graph. This card for a long time had a very no value at all. It was a flat line, no value at all. I think the maximum I saw was around $250 in mint condition. Why? Obviously, high casting cost of the card. You need 5 mana to cast it. Morph ability never did nothing in Modern or Legacy or any other format. Even during Onslaught, when it was released, I don't remember this card being a hit in Standard. No one played IXIDOR because, obviously, as I saying, about the casting cost and because of the ability that was quite difficult to manage to play it, considering you need 5 to cast it and another 3 to turn a target face down creature. But as I have told you, Commander is different. Commander, because you begin with a high life, you have a very big chance of playing high casting creatures, high casting cost creatures. Therefore, IXIDOR is a perfect fit for this particular deck. And that explains the spike in price. We're talking about $1440. We're talking about $1440. There was a maximum of nearly $18. There was a maximum of nearly $18. Currently it's going a little bit down, but I think it's only to stabilize, and the $10 to $12, it's the price of this card where it's going to stabilize. There's another reason. As I said, considering that we have the Faceless Menace commander deck, IXIDOR Reality Sculptor is from a set of Onslaught that is, as I told you, 2002, quite a long time ago. This card being from a set that has a relatively, and this is not the first time that I'm going to speak about it, that has a relatively lower print run considering to modern standards, because you don't have a lot of IXIDORs. That means that the market, the supply in the market is very low, and therefore these will tend to go up in price, spiking in price, as much as there is a high demand for that particular card. Cards from that era, from that time, we're talking about Onslaught, we're talking about Mirrodin, Champions of Kamigawa, First Ravnica set, we're talking about Prophecy, Judgment, all those sets have cards sleeping at a very low price that no one wants, no one ever played with them. These cards are waiting for a new commander deck, for a new modern deck that will use those cards, and these cards will immediately spike in price. Supply of these cards is very low, low print run. A lot of players probably, they throw these cards. These had no value whenever it was released. Nowadays it has a value of nearly $15. Probably it will going to stabilize to $12. This is the story of IXIDOR Reality Sculptor, another card that spiked because of something new in Magic the Gathering. We're going to see more cards in the future happening, especially cards from that time. Cards that have been with us for more than 20 years with a very, very low value, that one time a new set will be released, a new commander set will be released, a new commander legendary creature will be released that will need those cards. Those cards will be low in supply, demand will be high, and price will spike immediately. If you have cards from that time, my advice is this: keep them safe, keep them neatly, polite. Don't try to wear them, because one day those cards that nowadays have a value of 25 cents or zero, one day those cards can spike up to $15 to $20. Can leave me a comment below. What do you think about IXIDOR Reality Sculptor in Commander? What do you think about this format of these videos? I really like these videos. Sometimes I just like to pick one card and that is spiking and show you why this card is spiking and what is their potential price. And here there's a subscription button. Subscribe for my channel for more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.